All right. We're just saving space for comedy, y'all. This is what we're doing. New persuasion. Ooh, ooh. All right. All right. Welcome. Hi, everybody on Facebook Live. We're trying something new. We're trying it. All right. This is the Blue Mike Show, Blue Mike number 71. Yay. There's tons of clapping happening right now. We have tons of audience members in this room. They're all muted because they think loudly. Yes. I'm Jolie RX. Hello, very nice to meet you. This is a stand-up open mic. It's been going since May of 2020. This mic has given birth to so many beautiful, wonderful things. And we just, maybe we should just lead it out back and do what you do to an old dying dog, but we're not gonna do that yet. We're gonna see what we got left in us, guys. We got some gas. Tonight, comics. Comics, if you're watching us from Facebook, you can jump in the room. All right. The Zoom number is 231-800-8618. This is the first time ever that the Blue Mike Show is coming live to Facebook Live in our private group. We did it once, I think in June. We did it for like Blue Mike number 3 in June of 2020, and it didn't go well. But we have a bunch of exciting things in store in Rampantly Comedy coming up. Our Halloween marathon, Halloween 2021, is coming up. It's going to be October 25th to 27th. Maybe 25th to 28th. It depends. We're slotting a lot of acts. Okay, we run these quarterly marathon events because it gives our comics a chance to do something insane and be totally supported. So we're here for you. We our platform Rampantly today, we have a little more than 1,300 comedian members. We have an app that has 1,100 people on it that is going through puberty. Please don't treat it too harshly. Yeah. And if you have an idea for a Halloween show, come on and bring it down to us. You can message us on the Rampantly page on Facebook, or you can, I'm not going to tell you what I'm not even named on here, guys. I guess I do need to put my real name in here. I probably do. Can someone rename me? No. Okay. Let me rename myself. Let's see. Rename. All right. Yeah. It's the 71st show. Come on, JoJo. What are you doing here? JoJo. Host. My name's not JoJo. Julie. All right. Yeah, that's right. Jolie RX. RX. Like our ex. Like that's what every man I know calls me because they all used to date me, guys. I tried them all out. Guys. It was good that quarantine happened because this is the Blue Mike Show. I have to prime the pump. Yeah, so it was nice that quarantine happened because I had fucked every man on the planet except everyone over 18. I had fucked them, and I was like, what do I do? So I went underground until we got a bunch of 18 3/4-year-olds in September 2020. But I decided I had a whole celibate year during quarantine, and it was on purpose. I decided, if I might as well just do what my parents do and fuck a whole generation all at once. So I'm gonna wait till they grow up and find me on the TV. Look, our room's filling up, guys. We got people coming in the room. Look at this. People are coming. It's so fun. Okay, great. So we're gonna start off with comic Michael Wormuth tonight, and then after while he's on, I'm gonna put the link. Or not the link. I'm going to put the list order in the chat. And again, comics, if you're watching us on Facebook Live, this show is not being broadcast publicly, okay? It's only being broadcast to the Facebook group for Rampantly Comedians, okay? It's a private group, okay? And you can come and drop in and do some time, or you can even just hang out in the room and do some writing and heckle in the chat if you want. The Zoom number is 231-800-8618. And this is a Blue Mike because sometimes we get a little bit naughty. So there's your one disclaimer. All right, coming up at us first. He's out of Jeffersonville, Indiana.
Yeah.
He found us. Is it in Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Thank God it's still in Indiana. Yes. He found us this May, I think, or maybe June. And he's been on tons of our shows. We got the Green Mike Show, new material on Mondays. We got the Gold Mike. We got the red, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't even matter. But he's very funny and he has funny videos on YouTube you should check out. Give it up for Michael Wormuth, everybody. It's Michael Wormuth. That whoa! I just
Yeah.
there he is! Yay! Woo!
Yeah, man. No jokes. Or whether be moisturize my feet for 5 minutes. Which sounds better? Sorry, tell jokes or moisturize my foot. We don't have any moisturizer, so I don't know jokes. So, like I decided I don't really want to spend all that time and money on law school and stuff. So I got a fake and also certificate.
Oh yeah.
Got fake a law degree. Had my first case. Did the trial. They found out that was a fraud immediately. They said I was too honest to be a lawyer. What was me? I thought this great joke earlier. Like a man walks into a club and he's like, "Take off your clothes." The woman says, "This is a strip club." So then the guy takes his clothes off. So like where I was younger, I had this friend. His father was trying to give him something to cry about. They stopped causing trouble. Then, like a couple months ago, his father finally gave something to cry about. His father died. So my friend is still crying over it. Big baby. I'm kind of worried. Like, it's September. I've been at the stores. It's September. I'm still not seeing Christmas decorations anywhere. Why is everyone being so slow? Like where's all the Christmas stuff in public? I thought this thing that I wanted to do for a while. So called we request a fit. Yes, request a fit. You make a request, I'll throw a fit over it. So if I get anything to throw a fit over. Okay, nobody wants to throw a fit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I call things I wonder. Like, there's a whole bunch of things I wonder. Like, so things I wonder, like lots of things I wonder. Like, if you have a Pokemon, if you piss off your Pokemon, does the Pokemon snap? And now Michael Bay's in a lot of movies that ruin old childhood franchises. Is Michael Bay gonna ruin Blue's Clues? When? If knowing is half the battle, what's the other half? And it does Oscar the Grouch fart. So it has the count from Summer Street ever gotten distracted from his count. Has he ever counted they got distracted by something else to count? And has anyone ever died from getting run over by a reindeer?
Oh.
It was like that title, but has anyone ever actually? I mean, it comes with a joke, but he decides not to tell for the first time until like 3 months later. Is that joke still fresh? Yeah. If a person who sleepwalks a lot, if a sleepwalker gets in a coma, does he say sleepwalk forever? And is White Serenity the only San Francisco treat? Yeah, all kinds of things I wonder. Like, some things like, where do drunk people come from? Like where do they go on trees? Do they grow in a garden? Do they come from part of Indiana and then migrate wherever? Where do drunk people come from? Yeah, but since microphones are on, or sounds weird. Now, what is the most important thing about being earnest? It's book called The Importance of Being Earnest, but what's the most important thing about it? And I wonder what it was like the first time somebody said "eat me." Like, the first time somebody said "eat me," did the other person know it was an expression, or did they actually mean it literally? Like, and have any of the kids from me, the Toys R Us commercials, the ones who said they don't want to grow up, have any of them ever died before they grew up? To be very like they didn't want to grow up. And have Adam and Eve ever had sex? I mean, they're born naked. They ate those bad apples. Like they probably should have, but did they? Yeah, well, one last thing I wonder. I think I might say, let someone else go on. Has anyone ever had a really wild sex party just because they had too many condoms? They're about to expire and they want to use them all up. Yeah, party so a lot of people can fill the condoms. They wouldn't be wasted. I think I got the blues. Yeah, basically, just ready to go to the green mic. The green ones make me horny. We'll see you all later.
Hey, look at that. Hey, it's Michael. It's Michael Wormuth, guys. Give it up for Michael.
Yay!
Those of you who have your cameras on, I see some comics in here fastidiously writing. Oh, look, it looks like Harmeet is taking a break from the Tour de France. No, never mind. That's totally the wrong read. That's the wrong read. Wow. Hi, Harmeet. Are you in Canada now?
Yes, I am in Vancouver.
Wow.
That's
Cool. And
the
I think when
wrong
we
part of
first
Canada.
met you, you were in
Yeah,
Delhi.
I was new in New Delhi at that time. It was during pandemic. And you was, now I can say like, hey guys, I need to tell you this. Like Jolie was my first white friend.
Oh.
And I used to boast of, whenever I used to talk to her, I just used to took a screenshot and show to people, hey man, you motherfucker, look, I am a friend of a white lady. I used to fucking boast of it. And now it's common.
No, it's the little things. that
I'm just
count.
joking. I'm just trying to make a joke on that. So just let me know when my time starts.
Harmeet, I love that you see me as a white woman.
Who wouldn't?
It's so sweet to me. And now you're in Canada, so you won't even learn yet. See, in America, I'm so white that I'm in a different part of the racial spectrum. I'm in the clear.
Yeah.
I'm in the clear part. Yeah, like I was pulled over by a cop. This is a true story. I was pulled over by a police officer yesterday.
Okay.
And he came up to my window and he thought it was a self-driving car. So that was pretty, until the blowjob started. All right.
Jolie, you are gonna love my set if that's the material you're putting out.
Comics, this is the Blue Mike Show. It's one of our many shows on Rampantly, and it's the one show where, yes, if you want to say naughty bits that are like super duper naughty and you want to go naughty for your whole 5 to 7 minutes, you can, okay? If you're just watching us on Facebook. So know that about the Blue Mike guys. So now there's a Green Mike Show on Mondays. That's for new material, but it's rated R. So you can only say like pussy fuck like maybe 5 times in one set. That's the limit for the green mic. And then there's the red mic, and we're still trying to figure out what the red mic is. The red mic is like I don't know. It's something with a bad rash and a lot of lipstick. I don't know. Maybe someone else can explain it better. All right. Great. Hey, let's give it up again for Michael Wormuth, everybody. Michael Wormuth. Yeah, he's leaving me hoping that we're gonna hear some Halloween bits, because for me, it's still a little too early. For Christmas, I don't know what I'm gonna be for Halloween yet. Maybe we'll figure that out by the end of the show. All right, comics, you can leave some ideas in the chat. We can all give each other costume ideas. All right, coming up at us next. He's out of Vancouver now. Yeah, that's right. We found him in Delhi last year during quarantine. It looks like he's swapped in his turban for some like bougie hipster knit cap. So that's nice. He's drinking the Canadian Kool-Aid. Guys, give it up for Harmeet. It's Harmeet Singh Kohli. Woo!
Whoa. So guys, I'm still the same. I'm a Sikh guy. Normally I wear this turban, This is something like it's evening at my home, and when I wear this turban, I get to stage and tell people, hey guys, my name is Harmeet Singh Kohli. I'm not a fucking Uber driver. Don't get confused with my turban. And so, as Jolly has told me, so I met Jolly. When I met Jolly, I was in New Delhi. I'm still the same. Like nothing has changed in me except my man boobs. That's it. Rest I'm same. So like you have told me, we need to. It's been like 6 months I've been in Canada, and I'm trying to perceive so many new things. Other day I went to this restaurant. Its name was Hooters. Everyone has anybody been to Hooters? Give me a cheer. Yeah, Hooters, sharp curve ahead. Oh my God, so many white, blonde, voluptuous lady with their plunging necklines and boob were like kind of jumping out of their shirts. I was ecstatic, man. I went there with my friend. And you know, I am from India, guys. In India, we don't pay tips. Not because we are cheap or miser. Those are the Chinese people, without being racist. But we don't pay those tips because we have this mandatory service charge which is already embedded in the bill. So when I went there, my cousin went there with me, and before the bill could come, we had a couple of drinks, and you know, we were two people, and this was my first time in Hooters, obviously in North America. And when the bill was like coming, and my cousin just left the table, he said me, waving his hand, "Hey man, just take care of the tips." And you know what I heard? "Hey man, just take care of the tits." And this lady, she came to me, dwindling her boobs, and she came to me, just stand next to me and said, "Hey, individual or together?" And I was ecstatic. "Hey man, I don't mind. I can go anyways, like individual or together. Like, do you guys give some bulk discount? Can I try all different sizes?" I was very happy, and thank God my cousin came, he saved me. So guys, so I'm from New Delhi basically. Everybody know New Delhi? Give me a cheer. New
Woo!
Delhi. Okay. New Delhi is the capital of Delhi. And anybody from UK, England? Here?
Yes.
Oh, who is that person? David?
Yeah.
David.
So you are the person who fucked us for 200 years, right?
We helped you out a bit, I think.
Yeah, you fucked us hard, man. You are the person. You are the reason why I speak English, man. If my forefathers would have fucked your forefathers, you would have been saying balle balle. But you fucked us hard, man. You fucked us, but you did a good job, man. So the thing is
Use
that
plenty of lube.
yeah. So guys, the thing is that people are good in North America, like especially ladies. Oh my God, they are so nice. I don't know. They are pretending to be polite, like a lady like Jolly, being a white lady, because nowadays white ladies are most vulnerable. They can be easily termed as racist. It's so easy to call a white lady a Karen, and she is most vulnerable. That you know, everything has tilted upside down. Things have changed, man. So you know, but ladies are good to me because they don't want to be termed as racist. But I don't know why this white gentleman, people like David, they are always crazy, cranky, and angry with me, and they do this fucking weird kind of racism with me, man. You know, other day I met this white gentleman. He said me, "Hey, you Parky." To which I said, "Motherfucker, you need to get some education. I'm from India, man. Just get some education." And you know, to my surprise, this guy turned into a different kind of racism. This guy turned into a food racism. You know what he said to me? "Hey, you brown nugget, I'm gonna fuck your chicken curry."
Yummy.
Which was kind of weird to me. I said, "Really? Like, literally? Do you know how spicy it is? Your dick gonna turn into a raisin. What the fuck are you talking to me?" And you know, you guys, the problem with me is like I'm from India. I'm a brown guy. Like all my English is not my first language, by the way. My first language is Hindi and Punjabi. So you know, all my life, I've been learning English, British English through watching Hollywood movies. You know, all Hollywood movies and everything. So for the same reason, when a white lady like Jolly, she comes to me and talks to her own American white accent, my brain function in such a manner that my eyes start looking for subtitles. And I'm looking like this, and the ladies think I'm a creepy man, which I am, which we all are, by the way. We all, being creepy is fucking integral to a personality. This is something so deep embedded in us. Like we all are fucking bunch of creeps. Somebody can be more creep, somebody can be less creep, but we all are creeps. So guys, you know, so I'm from India. As I've told you, we are not made for hard jobs. We are fucking good at computers.
Woo!
We are not. we are not made for hard jobs. You know, when I came here in Canada, I joined this warehouse, Amazon warehouse. Anybody did a warehouse job? Oh my God, that's a crazy shit. That's a crazy shit. This guy, he made me work like a beast. He made me work like an animal, pull those pallet jacks, lift 50, 60, 70 pounds. And you know, at the end of the day, this guy asked me, hey, Harmeet, if you keep on working like this, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? I said, in the coffin. I gonna die. Or maybe in the hospital paralysis. Ah. Thanks, guys. My name is Harmeet Singh. I love you all. Thank you for the support.
Oh, I'm just practicing some audio cues, guys. Just practicing some fun audio cues. Thanks, Harmeet.
Thank you, Jolly.
All right, all right. Yeah, anybody else ever fucked some curry? Yeah. Can you fuck curry? That's my follow-up question, but
For the right price.
Well, wouldn't that be fucking one of the Spice Girls? What?
Oh,
you know.
I think you have to be bi-curious.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Who did that right now? Who did that?
Michael.
It's
Mulhill.
God bless you, you sweet.
Very nice.
John Mulhill, an
Wait, wait,
acolyte
wait,
of the
wait,
hot
wait,
breath
wait, wait.
verse, where you too can come up with witty puns on a moment's notice. That's right. By curious. Good one, Johnny boy. Guys, we have so much fun. This is so fun. I think we have fucking all wrong. Okay? Here's what I think. I want to know if you guys agree with me. I think that we need to be more specific with what fucking is. Okay, because there's sex and there's making love and there's fucking, and I think that fuck should be any sex that gets you pregnant. Because if you get pregnant, you are truly fucked. So we're gonna take a vote in the chat on that. And meanwhile, while we do, coming up at us next, I'm zooming back up to see, oh, here she is. She's coming at us. She's from Hoboken, New Jersey. She gets all around to the mics up in that area. So you should holler at her if you got a show coming up. Give it up for our friend Esther Forrester, everybody. Woo!
Whoa.
Hey guys. So, yeah, Hoboken. I moved there and it's only a square mile. But this woman was like, I live in Southwest Hoboken. I'm like, it's just Hoboken. Saying that would be like saying I'm the skinniest of all the runway models. And the other thing about Hoboken is that there is like literally no parking. And the other day I was circling around to find a spot and I had been circling for like a half hour and I had to go to the bathroom. So I parked my car illegally, quickly ran up, went to the bathroom, grabbed a snack, then got back in my car, kept circling. I literally thought I was going to have to sleep in the car and I needed like all these Red Bulls to power through. So my name's Esther, as you know, you all found out, and I've hated my name all my life. And one of the reasons was that, like, when I was a kid and they had like lockets and pencil boxes, none of them ever had the name Esther on it.
Oh.
No.
And even like, you know, nobody could pronounce it. And I got the worst nicknames like Esther Pester, Esther the Molester,
Oh no.
Esther
Oh,
Semester. So even like, and it's like a very biblical name, but even the moms of the Orthodox Jewish kids that I teach have cooler names than me, like Eliza, Jordana. And there's only like one street named after me, and named Esther Lane. And that's in Muncie, New York, which is where all the Hasidim live. And I went up to it and I drove up there one day just to take a picture when I had a bad day. And I figured that if the Hasidim saw me and saw what I was doing, they'd be like, join us, become a part of our community.
Mhm.
And, you know, one of the things is, do you guys hear like all this advice that gets given?
Mhm.
Like, someone always has advice to give you, right?
Mhm.
Is any of the advice ever doable? Like, what about when they're like, you know, you should like wake up, you do yoga for 5 hours, you take a hot bath, then you have sex and you make sure you orgasm, then you read a book. And I was like, in this day, do I have a job? Do I have any obligations? Or is this a world where there are no bills that have to be paid? And they're also like, and forget having caffeine, cut down on your caffeine. And I was like, do you want someone to get murdered or something? And
Cut down on your caffeine.
right, thank you. Like, could anybody ever really do that? And I hate the people like, I really hate the people that are like, I just naturally have energy. And that's when you want to be like, fuck you. And then there are people like, I drink green tea. All right. And green tea is about as useful as a child's snow shovel in a blizzard. And, you know, my friends can be like so annoying. Like, they just never give up. Like, in 5 minutes, they'll text me, they'll DM me, they'll Facebook message me, they'll call, they'll join, they're probably on this live. And I was like, have they heard of waiting? Haven't they been to court or the DMV? And one time, like, I was about to get my appendix out, and one of my friends followed me into the operating room. And she's like, Esther, I got something to tell you. This guy ghosted me. I'm like, they're about to remove a part of my body. And they're like, but Esther, I feel really sad about it. I was like, don't you have any social graces at all? Or is all that out the window with social media?
True.
And they always like to like spoil things for you. Like, you know, if I'm dating like a good looking guy and he has a great job and he's nice, they'll be like, oh, I heard he's a player. Doesn't he have a girlfriend? And then they'll try to like find the worst possible guy for me. They'll be like, well, what about this guy? He's got no job. He's got a criminal record. He supports Trump, but I think he's a good match for you. And then like every time like I go anywhere, yeah, 1 minute left. Let's do that. That's what people say when the sex is almost over. And every time like I bring a guy with me, my friends are like, oh, well, does he know like your history of like, you know, anxiety attacks and meltdowns? And they'll be like, oh, sorry, was I supposed to say that? Oh, let's get back to the music. Thank you so much, guys.
Let's get back to the music. That's my cue. That's my cue. Let me see if I can do a cue on this. Oh, I liked Crystal Blue Persuasion. Yeah. Yeah. That was Esther Forrester, everybody. Esther Forrester. Comics. This is an open mic. This is an open mic where you don't have to go spend $6 on a beer and sit in, stale yeast smell, wondering where it's coming from. You guys know what the feeling when there's just like damp wood and leather and sweat,
Too soon.
and they make you pay. They make you pay. Do you guys remember what like sensory stuff is like? I don't know. We've been deprived for a while. But thanks to Blue Mike, we kept smelling some certain aromas in our hearts this quarantine. Before we move on to the next comic, I just wanted to quickly, since I know, and there are people watching us, guys, guess what? There's a couple people watching us. That's nice. We do this for the development comics. We do these open mics for the development, but so you know, there's a lot going on the Rampantly Comedy Network platform coming up soon, guys. In like literally a month. I'm freaking out about it. We have our Halloween marathon. Here we go. We're gonna do our Halloween marathon again, guys. See, this is last year's stuff because I haven't made the graphics yet, but we do insane Halloween marathons. Here's some stuff we did last year at the Halloween marathon. Look at all that crazy shit. We just keep doing insane stuff. Now I'm stuck in it. I don't know how to get out of it. Cool. And just so you know, we have a few more shows. We've got Red Mike. It's moved to Sunday nights. It's a show that starts at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, and it's hosted by David Parsons, who's coming up next. Not next, soon. We also have the Blue Chasers show that's going to be on Saturday nights. And yeah, that's one that also live streams to the group. And then we have our Green Mike show. It is on Mondays at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's a new material show hosted by the most hilarious Clyde Williams out of Shreveport. If you haven't been to that show yet, you're really missing out. It's a great reason to stay writing and developing bits throughout the week. And happy birthday to Red Mike. We celebrated their 1-year anniversary just last week or a couple weeks ago. Okay, cool. Here we go. We're gonna have someone come in, just pop in for a minute or two, and give us some licks. This is his first time on a mic with us, I believe. He's one of the guys that we were successfully able to wrangle with the live stream that you're currently watching. Comments you can jump into, just punch in 231-800-8618. Look at it in the information in this post and you can find it. It's the Zoom number for this room. Come on in and do a set. All right, he's out of San Diego. Give it up for Raj Kirsch, everybody. Woo!
What's up, everybody? Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. Hey, Harmet, I loved your set, man. I actually wanted to go on after you because some of my jokes have to do with some of the things you're talking about. And Esther, I loved your set too. I hope you meet a good guy, and jokes heal the world, man. I'd rather laugh than cry. Laugh now, cry later, right? I'm more of a cry in the shower kind of guy. Woo! Yeah. Okay, so here we go. This might be funny, this might be not. But I'll tell you one thing, comedy is a lot like my love life. It's about 3 minutes. I usually underperform and nobody comes. My name is Raj, you guys. Harmet, you feel me? Give me a thumbs up right now. Let's go. Harmet, my name's Raj, and I'm not Indian, okay? I'm Mexican, Irish, and German. My dad just wanted it hard for me to get on an airplane. Every single Uber driver and liquor store owner side eyes the fuck out of me. Okay. The hardest part about being named Raj and not being born with an Indian name and not being Indian is I have 0% of the work ethic. Do you know what that feels like? I just barely got a job after the pandemic. And this is actually my second time performing tonight, but I wanted to support. I wanted to try some new jokes. I have a show coming up, and I just wanted to hang out with you guys and just tell some jokes. So like I said, I don't know if they're gonna hit or not, but I just wanted to hang out with you guys, and I really want to support you guys. All right, so I have scissors on my arm here. I have lots of tattoos, and I'm really into drinking wine. And the hardest part about like having scissors on your arm, and I was a hairdresser. I went to school for hair. I cut hair in LA. And I think the hardest part about like being really into wine and having like scissors on your arm, being an ex-hairdresser, is like telling your parents that you're gay. You know, I mean, that's pretty hard, you know? So, okay. Anyway. I'm a rapper. I actually have a song on Spotify. I actually have a record out. I put out 4 records. I just started doing comedy about 2 years ago, and I think there's a lot of similarities between comedy and music. But some people are like, "Oh, Raj, like your name's Raj, you're a rapper, you're a comedian." I just prefer short guy who shouts a lot. That's like kind of what most people refer me as. And I'm also a father, and it's a big deal in my life. I love being a father. Like, I think it's kept me alive. But my son, thank you guys. The weird part though is my son's 11 and he's been taking a lot of long showers and listening to Chris Brown for like a long period of time. I was a kid. I know how that goes. He's got to send an email every day to his school and like check his homework and do that. Like, we didn't have to send emails. Jolie, did you have to do emails when you were a kid? Like when you were in school?
Oh,
Did you
email wasn't invented.
Yeah, he's like, I'm like
We were too
AOL, like, dude. So all I had to do was like sneak my mom's Victoria's Secret magazines like under the, the catalogs. Like that was like my first. We didn't have internet porn. We didn't have any of that. So the hardest part though, listen to this. The hardest part about being a father is convincing your son that all daddy's smoking is a cigarette. If you feel me, right? You know what I'm talking about? Especially when it's out of an apple. Okay. My kid's mom is Asian. Let me get into that. I love her. She's like she's held me down for so long. I'm not married, but she's like one of the downest girls I've ever met in my life. And so she's always yelling at me. She's like, "No, you do that. No, you go. No, why you do that?" And I'm like, and then she's like, "Get the grocery from the car." And I'm like, "The grocery? Like which one? Like the apple? The orange? Like which grocery do you want me to get? Like what about all the other groceries? They're gonna go bad. I don't have disposable income like that." But the thing is if it doesn't work out financially for me, I'm just gonna have a bunch of kids and it's not gonna be a sweatshop. It's gonna be a family business. You feel me? Think about it. Boom. It's funny to me that all the guys that say you can't make a hoe a housewife don't actually own a home. Think about that one. I'm going to do a couple impressions, and I'm going to leave. Okay. You guys, you ready? All right. Is that for the leaving or for the impressions? I'm not sure. Here we go.
There's a delay.
Okay. So I'm going to try to do a couple one. This is Urkel's family. You ready? You guys remember Urkel from Family Matters? I don't know if you guys in the UK. Urkel, right? I got the glasses. Look like Johnny Depp and Elijah Wood had a gay love child. Me. Okay. And Where's Waldo? Here we go. So Urkel's family. Did I do that? Yes, Urkel, you did that. We all saw you. It's on the ring cam. How do you not remember? How do you not know that you did that, Urkel? Thank you. That's one.
Whoa.
That's one. Okay. Michael Jackson. Ready? Here we go. All right, this is we're X-rated, right? Okay, here we go. No, Daddy, no, stop it, no, I'll make this up. All right, that's all I got on that one. That was a Joe. That's more of like a Joe Jackson. All right, you guys. I want to end it like this. I'm really tired of playing in stinky bars that smell like dirty rags. I'm enjoying just hanging out with you guys, telling some jokes. A lot of stuff on my mind, but I had a really good time hanging out with you guys. And I want to salute all the comics out there. You guys can always hit me up. And Jolie, thank you for throwing this whole thing and for getting me on early. And I just love you guys. And I no matter whether you bomb or you win, just keep doing it. Like, keep doing it. So thank you guys. And comedy heals the world. So let's do it, you guys. Thank you.
Yo. This is Raj Kirch's song on Spotify, guys. Life is a shitstorm full of stuff by Ring. This is from Good Time. It's an album with Raj Kirch and Broken Tooth. with a with a two as in tooth. I never saw that before.
Yeah, it's this guy from Long Beach. You know, I have a couple records, but I just put a song out called Emojis, and it's on TikTok. It's on everything. I mean, let's talk about TikTok. I'm not gonna be a grown ass man on TikTok, but there's all these comedians like. It's so crazy, like, but I just want to tell you, like, I want to do this every day. I wanted to get on the horn with you guys and just like, I love hearing your jokes.
Yes.
Like, dude, all you guys made me laugh at least
Thank
once
you,
tonight, so
Raj.
thank you.
Thank you for jumping in with us. It's always fun when we get a new face. And I think that Raj's success story is a success story that anyone out there in Facebook land can live, because comics, this is a live show. We have a Zoom link. You can find it in the description of this post. There is a URL you can click to instantly transport yourself to this room where you can perform 5. All right. And see what songs you get queued up and out with. All right. Well, hey, coming up at us next, he's our, man, I've used so many words to describe him in the past. I'm unable to roast him. I'll just say he is, when I see him, I just want to hug my stuffy, my big 350-pound stuffy. Here he is. He's the host of Rampantly's Red Mic. It's a mic that just hit their 1-year mark, coming out of Dallas, Texas. He's also a producer of Stomping Ground Theater in Dallas and of the Wild Beaver Comedy Productions. Give it up for our friend David Parsons, everybody. Unmute yourselves. Come on now.
Whoa.
Oh, wild beaver.
Yeah.
I wondered what that smell was. Nah, it's a pleasure to be here every time I get the chance to come out with Rampantly. I think I'm gonna riff a little tonight. I might do a bit or two later on, but I'm gonna riff a little bit. So, Harmeet, I appreciate that my country has something of a colonial past. I try and still do that over here. I drive on the left whenever I can. That goes down well with the natives. But you sort of, I grew up in Birmingham, England, and I had a lot of friends from India growing up. There's a large Indian population there. But seeing you, it always reminds me of a gentleman that I encountered named Peter Singh, who is a somewhat famous Sikh Elvis impersonator.
Ooh.
Fantastic guy. Choice quote from him, which I just looked up to remind myself of it. I don't smoke dope. I don't drink bourbon. I just want to get down and shake my turban.
Wow.
So I'm very into sort of cultural diversity, and I love that we've got an international mic here. So I was watching the 4th season of The Crown last week. I was catching up on it. It won some Oscars, some Emmys, rightly so. And that show is quite remarkable. It achieved something that I never thought was possible. It made me want to fuck Margaret Thatcher.
Woo!
Played on The Crown, of course, by the wonderful Gillian Anderson. And that's quite remarkable. I'm one of Thatcher's children. I grew up in England in the 70s and 80s. But now I just want to call her mommy while I stick it to her good and proper from behind. Iron Lady, that's kind of like how my cock is when I look at Gillian Anderson playing Margaret Thatcher.
Wowza.
Better have some plan B in that handbag of hers. I really do hope she does. All right. Who else have we got on here that I can riff about? Where did Michael Wormuth go? Oh man, whenever I hear him talk, it makes me think of the teachers in Charlie Brown, because I can get about every third word. I mean, I think he's funny, but I just really can't understand what he's saying, which is kind of like a cool trick for a comic. I mean, you never have to bomb if people can't actually hear. So that's wonderful. It's great. I had the pleasure, I host with Charlotte Parker, who's on here, but it's not going to perform tonight. In fact, she's not even under her stage name. She's Charlotte Forge. She's just a civilian tonight. And I saw the worst open mic performance I have ever seen. This gentleman had emailed me before the mic. He said he was very, very worried. It was his first time. It had been a long time dream of his to perform comedy. And so I'm like, you know what? Just come. I'll put you on the back end of the list. We will, you can see some people do it, see how it goes. He drove 2 hours to this mic to get here from a place called Wichita Falls in Texas. And this gentleman, he got up on the stage and he sat down on the stool. Now, you have to be a really good comic to sit down on the fucking stool. You know that, right?
Woo!
You got to know the rules before you can break them. He sat down on the stool. He had a ball cap pulled over his head. And he mumbled into the mic like this. Yeah, head down. He like didn't make eye contact with the audience. He just looked like this. And then he said, about 3 minutes into his 5, he said, "Why aren't you laughing? You're a terrible audience. You're awful. You're fucking awful." And then he said, "I know what I'm going to do. Next time this mic's on, I'm going to call in a bomb threat." And then he said, "If you don't laugh at me, I'm going to take my clothes off." And then he said, "Well, at least I didn't say the N-word," threw his mic to the floor and ran out of the building.
Wow.
Now that's how you get started in comedy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I think I'm going to end, if I might, with one of my bits. Jolie hinted at it earlier. So I'm going to say that I have a 10-year-old daughter, and she is the light of my life. But being a father isn't all puppies and rainbows. And to my mind, the absolute worst thing about parenthood is having to listen to my child's really shitty music and pretend to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Now, there are a lot of culprits out there in the preteen music space, but to my mind, none worse than a group called the Kids Bop Kids. The perpetrators of the most heinous crime against music since Hanson umbopped their way to the top of the charts. Now, if you don't have a prepubescent girl in your life, you may not have heard of these little assholes. But they're a collection of ridiculously chipper tweens who sing popular songs with all the adult words and concepts edited out. I'm going to give you an example. In the song TikTok, Kesha sings, "Before I leave, brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack, because when I leave for the night, I ain't coming back." The Kids Bop Kids sing, "Before I leave, brush my teeth, make sure I reach the back. I got a sleepover tonight, and I've got to pack." You little shits are fooling no one. And while there are a number of songs they do that aren't appropriate for their target audience, there are some places they won't go. There's no WAP. There's no Big Papa. There's nothing at all by Lil' Kim. But kids, if you're going to go halfway in on a concept, you've got to commit. I just don't think they're trying hard enough. So I had to go myself. How many people here remember that wonderful ode to Cunnilingus, "My Neck, My Back, Licketh" by Kaya? Yeah. Well, I Kids Bopped it. And with your indulgence, I'm going to close out my set by sharing a little taste of it with you.
Yes.
Doom, ch, doom, ch. All you kiddies hug, yo, stuffy like this. Shaky dolly, don't stop, don't miss. All you kiddies hug, yo, stuffy like this. Shaky dolly, don't stop, don't miss, just hug it. Squeeze it now, cuddle it good. Love this stuffy just like you should. Right now, cuddle it good. Love this stuffy just like you should. My mom, my dad, find my stuffy and make my snack. My mom, my dad, find my stuffy and make my snack. Catchy? Maybe I'll send it into the Kids Boppers. Or maybe I'll end it all. If I have to listen to tweens sing Uptown Funk again. Well, that's all I've got for you tonight. You have been a fantastic audience, and I have been David Parsons. Cheers.
That's David Parsons, guys. Give it up, give it up. I missed my cue. I was too busy singing in my head. Let's see. I was too busy. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Thanks, David.
Thanks, Jolie.
Yeah.
I always thought the RX was because you need a prescription to have a conversation with you.
It's true. People say that Pfizer was the first vaccine, but I was out before that.
Yeah.
Healing hearts. Actually, the way that I first came to terms with what I did to my name, like I did this to my name. It was an act, right, with my surname, because I was married once, and I went back to my maiden name when I got a divorce, and just looking at my maiden name, just waggling like I didn't want it. Pretty much what I did was I cut off the head and stitched it up. So that's what the RX is. My surname is longer than that. Guys, that's David Parsons. We're gonna do an album someday. This is just where our thoughts come to play, and yeah, we come up with ideas and then we take them next level. That's what we do here. I wish I knew what number show this was altogether, but our show count at this point is in the 500s, almost at 600 for the amount of shows that we've run since we started in May. Yay! It's not the number of shows, guys. It's the quality. And here to really hit us home with that. He's like, damn it, did you really have to say that this was going to be a quality act? Coming up at us next, it's not this guy. Oh, here comes Harmeet again. Cool. He's let's see, what do I know about this comic? Well, I think you've dropped into like one other show, maybe at one point, right? Blue Chaser, maybe? No, this is it. This is his first time here. He is wearing a ball cap. He has not shaved recently, and he has words on the wall. So I'm gonna guess that he is a super awesome comedy writer who has a real job doing this, and we should all kiss his virtual feet right now. Give it up for Paul Silverman, y'all. It's Paul Silverman.
Hey.
Unmute yourself.
So first of all, I was all prepared, and I bought myself new equipment, which broke. And ironically, this is now an open mic. So there's great names on the show tonight. Dave and Harjeet and Jolly. Jolly in French means happy. What a nice name.
Yep.
But I get screwed because my name is Paul Silverman. Paul Michael Silverman. What does that make my initials? I don't do jokes about my name, period.
Hello.
Oh, no, it is going to get way worse before it gets better. I just ended a long-term relationship. Don't worry, wasn't mine. No, I do have a girlfriend. And my girlfriend and I, we never went to the gym because some relationships just don't work out. Right? We're here. Oh, we're going down. Before my girlfriend, I dated like a variety of women. I used to date this girl who had a lazy eye. And ultimately I had to break up with her because every time we get together, I was sure that she was seeing somebody else on the side.
Oh my God.
Oh no, it's gonna get worse.
Oh
I used
my
to date this girl
God.
who had multiple personalities. I can't say anything bad about her. She was good people. I used to date this girl who was missing most of her left arm. That girl ruined our relationship single-handedly. I could never win a fight with her. She was always right. You can imagine my surprise when I heard she left. Oh, you think it can't get worse? Yes, it can. I asked her, I said, why don't you go and get yourself a prosthetic arm? She said those things are expensive. And I said, I get it because, come on, comedians. They cost an arm and a leg.
Right.
All suck. So being generous, being a good boyfriend, I went and I bought her one. And she was right, they're expensive. I had to get her a used one. I got one secondhand,
Haha.
right? She loved it, never took it off. You could say she was hooked.
Oh my god.
One more.
Yeah.
One more. All right. I could never tell her any riddles. She was always stumped.
Oh my god.
Right? Okay, wrong. Here we go. That was the easy part. Oh, by the way, before I get into the dirty part of this set, I just want to say I'm giving away some broken marionettes, no strings attached. This joke is funny because you know the song Hot for Teacher by Van Halen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was listening to that song, and like my first thought when I heard that song was, I sure hope this guy isn't homeschooled. I told my girlfriend that I was bringing home Five Guys. She was very upset when I came home with hamburgers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You ever woken up from a bad dream when you kiss the person beside you because you're like so happy to be alive?
Mm.
That's a very easy way to get thrown off a bus.
Mm.
What, you want me to go deeper? Okay, I'm going to go deeper into the repertoire for you. I want you all to get this straight. You don't have 10-foot ceilings. You have 10-foot walls.
Aw.
Uh-huh.
Every
True.
machine is a smoke machine if you use it improperly enough. I went to a psychic and I knew immediately that she was a fraud when she accepted my check.
Mhm.
My dad used to work as a road worker, and he got arrested for theft. Now we should have known about it all along, because when you came into our house, all the signs were there.
Ah, haha.
All right, I got one more.
Yeah.
All right. I recently turned 52, and I officially kind of recognized that I'm old. Like today, I spent 2 hours walking around in Grand Theft Auto, trying to remember where I parked my car.
Mm.
Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Look at that. It's Paul Silverman. Woo! Paul Silverman. There's Paul. Hey, Paulie, where do you live?
Montreal, Canada.
Cool. All right.
And the stuff that you see behind me, I've written a TV show.
Very good. Do you call it a
I know,
TV show
very
because
good.
it did find itself on television?
It will. Can we all keep
Oh.
a secret? It will be on TV very shortly.
Yeah, you gotta,
congratulations.
yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I wish I
wait.
could, yes.
Wait,
Yes?
let me hide all my content now.
Uh-oh, yeah, we're gonna enlarge the screen. Good thing this is not in 4K. No, Zoom only streams in 1080p, so.
Well, here's where you have made a pun inadvertently. My show's about Viagra, and you just said enlarge the screen. So I will show myself out.
Wow, the show is about a prescription drug. I fucking love America. Aren't we just the echo chamber of a dying breed? I'm sure it's a great show. I'm sure it's a fantastic show. Hi, John Mulhill. How you doing, Johnny Mulhill? You doing all right?
Hi, Jolie.
Hey, babe. Everybody's in the room. Yada yada yada. I forgot what was gonna happen. Oh, hey, Paul, we had a show that was actually called Hot for Teacher.
Oh yeah.
Hot for Teacher was the original name of our. We have a mic that's for comics to develop bits about school experiences in school. And we
Nice.
started off by calling it Hot for Teacher, but then we were like, man, that's a little too sexual. Like there was a time during COVID where we all wanted to breathe so bad. So all we could do was fuck each other's minds. So we started Hot for Teacher, and then we're like, we should make it a little more benign. So we called it Chalk Talk, which is ironic because chalk is not benign, because if you inhale it, you will get a tumor. What's that?
Well,
Paul?
you know what? Speaking of fucking each other's minds, I used to date a girl who had like a glass eye, and that is giving head. All right, I'm done. I'm out.
That is giving. Wow. Oh, had a glass eye, right? At one and had a glass eye.
Had
Okay,
before I
gotcha.
came along.
Yeah, I got you. I got it. I got it. All right. Guys, that was Paul Silverman. Yeah. Yeah, it was Paul. All right, here he comes, coming up at us next. This might be our last comic of the night, unless anyone else in the room wants to send me a message and request some time. But this next comic is out of Washington, D.C. He is a blossoming producer of our Green Mike New Materials show. He his credits includes yada yada something on NPR, yada yada. I don't know. He's a great writer and he has a good voice. So, and he has dimples. So, you know, you can get pretty far in life, right? He's got a great 5 o'clock show. Okay, I'm gonna stop objectifying him. Let's let him objectify himself. It's Rich Pliskin, everybody. Rich Pliskin. Woo!
Dimples or nipples? What was that?
Gimples.
Either way. This one's in honor of Paul, but before we start, can I just get a quick show of hands, please? Just a show of hands. Great, thanks. I did that at the VA hospital last week, really killed. Any priests here this evening?
Woo!
Any bishops or cardinals, monsignors, metropolitans, vicars of Christ, fishers of men? Yes, no, any pope in the house? I only ask because church nomenclature, I enjoy it a lot. And I think it's proof that of stand-up comedy's long lineage. I mean, it didn't just happen that there's a seminary in the rectory. I mean, come on, that's like early comedy. You can see how that went out. Hey, Paulie, where are we going to put the seminary? Oh, how I would put it in the rectory. Hey, thanks. Early church open mic. But you check out a church glossary. They spent the next 1,000 years coming up with double entendres. Bishoprics, lay people, communion, the big daddy, the second coming. And of course, the biggest joke of all is the one about immaculate conception, because yeah, okay, Pope. Hey, I had sex once. There's nothing immaculate about it. And that's the best part of it. But and all the holes, holy shit! You know, they got everything's got. Oh my God, they're obsessed with holes in the church. They got Holy Mother, Holy Father, Holy Union, Holy Friday, Holy Holiness, Holy fucking shit. They love the holes. Don't we all? They even have something called the 5 ways. That's a little more obscure, but it's which for lay people allegedly is proof of the existence of God. But you know, I don't know. I think it's an inside joke. But hey, Cardinal, you coming to the 5 way tonight? Yeah, I'm coming. But yeah, I'll meet you in the seminary, meet you in the rectory. In any event, there's been a lot of talk this evening about, you know, finding love and losing love and all that stuff. And you got to have a strategy if you're going to do that. You're looking for love, and, you know, we all want to do that, but it's very hard, but you have to have a strategy. My own approach is, you know, I go for the low hanging fruit. The women of a certain age, 75, 80, 85, if you can get them out of the facility, or if you can get into the facility. But, you know, go ahead and dry heave if you want. But, you know, these gals are up for anything. That's mostly because, you know, they don't really know what's going on. It's a late stage dementia. They have no idea what's happening. Plus, you know, what's great is that it's never their time of the month. It hasn't been their time of the month in 376 months. But so, you know, you can fall in love, and it's really nice. And they know how to take care of you in those lucid moments. But even then, it's like any all love always fades. You know, you'd write. They have written novels about poems and novels and treatises on what happens to love. Why does love always die or fade? And you know, you can always tell when it's happening because you know, they get that look in their eye. Of course, that could be the cataracts, and then they stop kissing you on the mouth. But that's pretty good because you know you ever smell the near dead? You really want to kiss you in the mouth? And then, of course, they're constantly dropping dead because, you know, they're 80 fucking years old, so they're going to die. So, hey, you look for love wherever we can get it. And, you know what Emily Dickinson said about love. So, you know, no point in repeating it here. But I think earlier this evening, there was some talk. Was it this evening? Or it's usually every mic I go to, there's talk about demographics, which is a euphemism for, you know, what an asshole the white man has been, and get no argument from me. But that's why I'm so giddy or pleased or satisfied, gratified, whatever, that the new census figures show that in about 20 years in the United States, the people of color will be the majority, and the people of non-color, whites, will be the minority. And give it up for that, right? I mean, come on, right? That's about the best. That's the best I'm going to get tonight, so that's why I throw that in there. But you know, it's just a shame that we're going to be leaving things in such a fucking mess. You know, with floods, fires, plague, Mitch McConnell. And, you know, I'm really sorry about that. What can I do? You know, the thing is, though, I don't think that's such a coincidence in timing. I think that's sabotage. I mean, you know, we're the white devil. You know, we know what we're doing, leaving you with a fucking mess. But you know, because we are the white devil, I would certainly understand if we were to all, we being white people, we're all shipped back to Transylvania. But I do want to take just one moment, if I could, to be the play the white devil's advocate, and you know, just raise the possibility there could be some unhappy or undesirable unanticipated consequences if we're all sent off. And, you know, for instance, without the white man, how was the opioid crisis going to continue? With the Asian American is going to do it? Forget it. They're way too smart to get into that shit. The only person stupid enough to take handfuls of an addictive drug to treat a stubbed toe, that's the white man. And I know that because I did exactly that thing. And by the way, the opioid crisis is fantastic for the economy. Generates a ton of revenue, keeps a ton of people employed. It's just never the customer. The customer always dies. I got just a few more seconds left, but there's one other thing you may want to keep in mind, or that may be worth thinking about before we're all shipped off, is Nazi memorabilia on eBay. You know, that shit doesn't just appear magically in there. Some white guy's got to go out to Western Pennsylvania to root through garage sales and flea markets to find just the right swastika brooch for the missus. And not only does that generate some income and revenue, keeps the economy going, but it keeps the crackers busy too. And it keeps them away from the capital. Something to think of. That's my set. But I just want to close with one thing. So please, you know, when it is time for us to leave, just remember that old ancient Chinese expression: be careful what you wish for, because you may fuck up the economy when you get it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Woo! Wait, give it up for Rich Pliskin, guys. Give it up for Rich Pliskin. It's Rich Pliskin. Yeah. Dang it. Every time I cue a song, I totally forget what I wanted to bring up about your set.
That happens.
That has happened with everybody. We're getting there. How about that? That's Rich Pliskin. Let's see. Old people are easy to have sex with.
We are.
And oh, I know what it was. The eBay thing hit close to home with me, Rich.
Oh, you
I'm
selling Nazis memorabilia on eBay?
You know, so when you're my age, so I'm in my mid 30s, right? So when word travels that I'm, you know, available, suddenly it's like chum in the water, just chum in the water. And when I say chum, guys, I mean chums in the water. Like the whole city of Philadelphia is like lighting up, and it's all like, when you get to be 30, it's like, you know, well, I remember these men from 10 years back, and it's just like they still haven't found anyone. Like that's its own red flag. But I mean, I'm a walking red flag. I don't know if 2 red flags make it though. I don't know what that it makes it a white flag. I don't know. It's like cross it up. But anyway, the one of these gentlemen who has been trying to get with me. Firstly, way too tall, 6'9". No, I'm not going to breed with that. I'm 6'3". I'm not. My daughter is not going to be 6'6". Okay, I have done calc. Okay, I know how that works. But then he also is like a seller for eBay, and it's kind of weird. It's like, really? How are you going to retire? Are you like taking part of your eBay?
You're looking for a short man?
I'm looking for. I'm just. All I can do is
5'7" here.
I can. I've gone as low as 3'6". you know. But to be fair, there was a trampoline in that situation. That was a fun time. Yada yada. I'm not saying what I want. I'm just crossing off the list of the list that populates. Okay, kind of like an open mic.
You had
All
a hard
right.
time.
You know what
You had
I
a hard
mean?
time bouncing back from that relationship.
Look at guys, that's
Oh,
John
return my
Mulhill.
joke book immediately.
John Mulhill. John Mulhill is one of my favorite found friends from the COVID times. He reminds me of a family member lost in Indiana. Are you in Indiana?
We are family.
We are. I know. We're a family. Hey, you want to do a little time? Are we coming up for the speed round or just to say hi?
No, I'm gonna try
You're
to
gonna speed
butcher
round.
something for a minute.
Cool. All right. Well, comics, we're at the time in the show where we're gonna put our names in the chat. Names below. We're gonna put our name in the chat if you want to do another minute on the speed round. We are ending our blue mics. We stopped singing Kumbaya after we did it for a long time and started a cult. And now instead we do a 1 minute speed round. So put your name in the chat, and that's happening right now in front of me. I'm just looking for something to play. Yeah, just looking to play some tunes. How about this one? No, bad. There's only so many things you can prepare for when you're like doing everything to produce the show. Okay, whatever, it's terrible. All right, great. So let's do this one. Oh my God, I'm messing it up. I'm so sorry. We're still in the live feed. Comics, you can still jump in if you're watching. Not that you would ever want to. Okay, here's the list for the live feed. For the speed chat. Guys, my wires are so crossed. That's how this is happening. It's creating magnetism. David, Rich, Mulhill. Some people like to send me their names secretly. That's fine. I can see it.
Shit.
David, Rich, and Mulhill. Paul, do you want to do another minute?
Of course I do.
Okay, well, you said, okay, great. Oops. Sorry, Rich, I said it to you. All right, let's. David, Rich. Guys, this is going to be a 1 minute round. We're very transparent about how we produce shows here on Rambling because we want you to learn how to produce shows and think that you can do it better than us. So you start doing it too, and then we have a community that's just all passive aggressive. All right, cool. Well, here we are at the end of the Blue Mike show. This has been Blue Mike number 71. We're going to do a 1 minute speed round, spotlighting in the order that's in the chat with no intros. You got 1 more minute to say what you want. At the end of your minute, the next comic will be spotlit and they can begin. It's candy. I'm having fun. David Parsons.
Okay, let's see if I can get my other Kids Bop song in. Closer by the 9 Inch Nails. You let me snuggle with you. You let me have tea with you. You let me party dress you. You let me confide in you. Help me, I broke my Barbie dream house. Help me, I got no cookies to sell. Help me, the only thing that works for me. Help me get away from myself. I want to hug you like a stuffed animal. I want to cuddle you at bedtime. I want to hug you like a stuffed animal. My whole existence is fun. You get me closer to mom. And I will be doing an album at some point.
Yeah.
I swear. And if you pay me money, I may even not release it.
I love dogs. You know, I had a lab mix named Pearl across the Rainbow Bridge a few years ago. I love that dog. I miss her so much too. I have 2 other dogs, but you know, they're non-entities. Sweetest disposition. You can imagine incredibly athletic, so graceful in motion. Pearl could catch a tennis ball, you know, chuck it at throw from 100 yards out. She could eat a bar of soap before you knew it was even gone. And she could launch after a squirrel as if that screen door didn't exist. And it didn't after she launched after the squirrel. She broke through so many doors. You know, I really do miss that dog. You know, I miss my mother too, and she played tennis every fucking day of her life, but she could never catch a tennis ball in her mouth. And I never saw her bar of soap. So. That's me. That's my time.
I always wondered if biting your nails was some kind of gateway drug to cannibalism. I picture like little Jeffrey Dahmer as a kid just biting his nails. Oh my God, that's delicious. Dipping in ketchup. I could see a little Jeffrey at Texas Roadhouse, and the server's like, well, how would you like your steak, little Jeffrey? And Jeffrey looks up at the server, a human? And Jeffrey's mom's like, Jeffrey, I told you to quit saying that. I don't know why Jeffrey Dahmer's mom sounds like Marge Simpson. They think among God knows what else that Jeffrey Dahmer most likely had Asperger's.
Nope.
Cockroach, something you might find in Jeffrey Dahmer's ashtray. Thank you.
Asperger's.
Oh, me? All right. During the war, my grandfather was attacked with mustard gas and pepper spray. You could say he was a seasoned veteran. Also, if any of you have experience raising purebred dogs, I'm looking for some pointers. And we'll end this off by saying this. It's hard to imagine anything worse than being a smoker in the Matrix, and then they pull you out, and you realize that cigarettes don't exist.
Mm,
Ow.
I- You have, okay. Yeah!
Right?
I
Yay!
noticed. Yes. There he is. And look, I'm just cueing in the music. That was Paul Silverman, John Mulhill, Rich Pliskin, and David Parsons. Just a few of the comics from tonight who decided to stick around for the speed round. And
Does
this
Rich
was-
Pliskin know that he is similarly named to Snake Plissken?
Yes, it's loosely based on my experiences.
Wow. What a coinky dink.
I'm old. I know stuff.
They misspelled the name
Comics, thanks for coming to Blue Mike 71. I think we'll try to do this. I think we should try to do this on Thursday next week instead of Tuesday. Because Red Mike moved to Sundays. So we're gonna try to do Blue Mike on Thursday next week too. But don't get FOMO. We're just playing around with it. And you can check out all of our other shows. We've got Blue Chaser on Saturday night, Red Mike on Sunday night, and Green Mike on Monday night. And we also have the Holly Week Marathon coming up. I hope you have a good night, everybody.
See
Thanks
you
for
all on
Take
Sunday, I
care,
hope.
everybody.
Thanks,
supporting
Jolly.
Pops.
Woo!
Good night, sweets.